Hi there. Um, so for any of you who have previously seen my channel, especially some of the very old videos on it, you'll know that I have had a lot of computers over the years and have really always been fascinated with them since I was pretty young. Uh, and I figured I'd kind of do a bit of a throwback and just give you a, I don't know, taste test almost of some of what I've been working on recently, or at least more recently. Um, so I guess starting with this machine right here. This is almost what you could call a sleeper. It is of, well, pretty basic appearance. You know, there's really nothing all that special about it. It just looks like an old Dell desktop computer. Inside of it are really not anything absurd by modern day specs, but well, why don't I just show you? So Phenom 9750 with 4 gigabytes of DDR2 800, a Micron 256 gig SSD, and a DVD rewritable SATA. Nothing too special there. After this boots up, I'll show you more. It is Windows 7 Ultimate. Fully activated and everything. Um, Other than that, this is not overclocked at all. It's really just a pretty standard system. Radeon Fire, or sorry, not Radeon, ATI Fire GLV 7700, I believe. It's a DirectX 10 compatible, I believe, 512 megabyte video card. If I could pull up the oh, really helps when you can see things through more than just a phone screen. But I'll check. So here are all the specs. Like I said, not really overclocked, of course, or anything. I do not believe this is a black edition 9750 either. This is just a standard lock multiplier. M2N PV-VM, just pretty much what worked, what I had on hand. Memory, like I said, 4 gigabytes, DDR2 800 megahertz. Graphics is a, FireGL V7700, 512 meg, DirectX 10 compatible card. It can, well, I mean, as you see some of the games I have here, Call of Duty 4, CPU Z, sorry, Crisis, Oblivion, even play some modern Minecraft. I had Counter-Strike installed just as really kind of a test. Other than that, though, in this basement room, I just kind of have a few of these machines set up. This is the one I mainly use if I'm trying to, actually get something done down here if I need to. Of course, I have plenty of modern hardware too, but that's not the main focus of this, and that's not what I enjoy as much. So, on to the next machine. Okay, so a quick pause for two things. One, this is just a personal server of mine. I have running just some miscellaneous programs and stuff. Dual Opteron 6276 SEs, I believe. So, bulldozer-based 12-core Opterons. This machine, which was kind of my pride and joy for a bit, needs a new CPU at the moment. I was running a, what I call the Pentium D Extreme Edition 965, really a Xeon 5080. Same processor, just differences. The Xeon isn't unlocked. Found this, so I just kind of stuck it up here. Side of the case, it's a very period correct, I guess you could call it, looking case. It's got a blue fan on the rear of the case and a red one up front. You can't really see, but it's in there. I am looking to get a Extreme Edition, a Pentium Extreme Edition still. That would actually be a bit more fitting of that era of logo for anyone who's really interested. Extreme Edition 840, which is a Smithfield-based core, so a bit older, a bit lower clocked as well. However, I have found somewhere that they are actually reasonably easy to find if you're looking the right place. Next up, we really just have this. It's just some old dock ThinkPad I have. There's nothing really too special about this. I believe it has a Core 2 Duo T7700 that I got out of another old Hewlett-Packard that I upgraded. NVIDIA, either just NVS or Quadro NVS Mobile 140M or something. Very small output display. This is, see, not really any bigger than my hand. This machine, on the other hand, is actually one that I can show you as well, which is really pretty enjoyable. This is a monitor television combination because it has integrated speakers, so I look for these pretty often because they're easier to set up without just having speakers. But this is still the original motherboard from this Inspiron 531. However, it has been upgraded to a, I think, Athlon 64X2 6000 Plus. It's got a different heatsink, of course. This, I believe, system in particular, I just kind of took off the sticker, had a Sempron originally, but they use the same motherboards as all these 531s, or at least as far as I'm concerned. This has a Quadro FX 4600, which is roughly equivalent, I believe, to a GeForce GTX 88, or maybe not GTX 8800, but GS 8800 or GT 8800, one of the lower end 8800 series. This runs Vista Ultimate. Of course, yeah, I know it's outdated. I don't really mean to promote this too much, but the only way I'm really able to get these older machines up and running is this program right here. I definitely recommend checking it out, Legacy Update. This I actually use, frankly, a lot more than the machine over there for gaming. Mind all the garbage in the background. This was a storage room. I just sort of pushed it all that way. This machine runs actually a lot more kind of general games than my other ones. Or rather than that one over there that I showed prior. This one runs Call of Duty 4, Battlefield 2, Oblivion, of course, some other miscellaneous games I think I had on here as well. There isn't too much else to show about this one. I believe this is either also running 4 or 2 gigs of DDR2 800. Find out really quick if I fire up CPU-Z. Probably asked to update as well. Maybe not. Let's see. I did not. So, yep, this is an original Windsor core base 64X2 6000, so it's the high TDP one. I mean, 3 gigahertz, 2 megs of level 2 cache, old school AMD dual core. This, of course, like I said, is an AM2 system. Still got the OE Dell motherboard. I did replace the power supply in this, however, because the factory ones that came in these 531s were not very highly rated, and were definitely not to spec, at least to run this Quadro. This would kind of just lock up or freeze sometimes due to, just running out of wattage. I think it's a 230 watt power supply from the factory. I put some, Corsair 500 watt. I didn't really pay as much as I should for a Corsair, but I had one laying around. 4 gigabytes of DDR2, so, yep. This is running at 666, it looks like, so this is not, the 800 megahertz, like I said. Yep, FX 4600. This is a, I believe, 512 meg card as well. I would have to check, but I believe it is. other than that, I don't think there's much else to show. These are a lot of my much, I would say, newer systems. Of course, they're not very new relatively, but compared to some of my other machines, they are much newer. If you guys would like to see any of my quite a bit older machines, although not too old, I would only say they're old enough to be cheap. They're not old enough to be vintage and valuable. I don't have any 386s or 486s or the like because, well, I'm a cheapskate, and they are expensive. Other than that, though, I mean, that was just a very quick tour of what I have to offer as far as my current computers go, compared to, I don't know, 5 years prior or so? Maybe 3 years? I don't know. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.